Chapter 3, topic New Ideas and Religion, points the Buddhist Sangha, the vehicles to Nirvana, the spread of Buddhism. Number 4, the role of the disciples of Buddha. Now I am going to explain the Buddhist Sangha. What is Buddhist Sangha? The Buddhist Sangha was a religious institution of Lord Buddha. A number of monks, a number of saints, Buddhist monks, Buddhist saints, they taught from there. This Buddhist Sangha had two types of followers. Number one, the monks means bhikshus, and lay worshippers means upasikas. The Buddha organized his followers into the Buddhist Sangha or monastic order to propagate his thoughts. That's why the Buddhist Sangha was introduced by Lord Buddha, so that teachings and preachings of Lord Buddha could be made perfectly by his followers, by the monks. And another one, the Sanghas were organized on democratic lines. Initially, only male member bhikshus were allowed, bhikshus or monks were allowed to preach the ideals of concept Buddhism. But in course of time, women called bhikshushinis or nuns were allowed into the Sangha. Life in the Sangha was very simple, chaste and austere. The monks led a life of celibacy. The minimum age was 15 years during Buddha's time. They wandered in areas allotted to them, preaching the doctrines of Buddhism. Only during the rainy season, they all remained within the monasteries. After Buddha attained Parinirvana, 4 Buddhist councils were held, which helped in establishing the religion and its doctrines. So this is about the Buddhist Sangha. The Buddhist Sangha started working in order to propagate the ideas of Buddhism in a very simplest form, because the language Lord Buddha introduced was Pali. Pali was a common language of the common people. They could easily understand, but the system of teaching and teaching by followers of Buddhism also are very easy, because under the instruction of Lord Buddha, they adopted a system of teaching and preaching in a very easiest form. That's why it became popular among the common people. And another one, that is vehicles to Nirvana. Vehicles to Nirvana. There are 2 forms of Buddhism. Number 1, Mahayana, and number 2, Hinayana. The Mahayana means the greater vehicle is a form of Buddhism in which Buddha is worshipped as God. But in Hinayana was a form, that lesser vehicle, or the Theravada from Buddhism follow the original Buddhist philosophy. They don't believe in idol worship. So Hinayana Buddhism don't believe in idol worship. People of Hinayana Buddhism, they don't believe in idol worship. They consider Buddha as their teacher and guide. They represent Buddha with symbols such as a pair of footprints or a lotus. The focus of Hinayana Buddhism is meditation and pilgrimage as a means of self-improvement. The form of Buddhism is found in Sri Lanka and Myanmar. But Hinayana Buddhism, Mahayana Buddhism, the followers of Mahayana Buddhism, they consider Buddha to be their God, and a statue of Buddha, Lord Buddha, was worshipped by his followers. And most of their literature is written in Sanskrit. The form of Buddhism spread in Far East, and the countries of Japan, China, and Korea, they accepted the concept of Hinayana Mahayana Buddhism. But Hinayana Buddhism was a religious concept of Buddha, represent Buddha with symbols such as a pair of footprints or a lotus. The focus, although the people, accepted both of the two religious concepts of Buddha, Mahayana and Hinayana, yet Hinayana Buddhism also accepted strongly by such countries like Sri Lanka and Myanmar, because there was a system of meditation and pilgrimage, and through this the people also were helpful, the people got benefited because of their self-improvement. The form of Buddhism is found in two countries, Sri Lanka and Myanmar. So these were number one, Mahayana Buddhism, and number two, Hinayana Buddhism. Now, spread of Buddhism as compared to Vedic religion, Buddhism was far more liberal. People did not have to follow rigid rituals. It was preached in a language that was understood by all. All were, looked upon as equals. Therefore, it was accepted by a large number of people. It spread as far as Sri Lanka, Japan, Indonesia, China, and Myanmar. Both the two concepts, Mahayana Buddhism and Hinayana Buddhism. And it was patronized by Emperor Ashoka, and he sent his son and daughter along with other missionaries to Southeast Asia, China, Central Asia, Burma and Sri Lanka to spread the message of Buddhism, or Lord Buddha. Bikramshila in Bihar and Vallavi in Gujarat became the center for Buddhism. Universities were set up at Nalanda, Odantapuri and Vallavi, where Buddhism got royal patronage and spread to other parts of the world. And Buddha condemned the caste system and pointed out that there are Buddhism in simple language. Buddhists condemned the caste system and pointed out that there existed wicked and cruel people. There existed wicked and cruel people as well as virtuous and kind people in every caste. Any person who had committed a crime would be punished accordingly by his or her karma. But no matter what caste he or she belonged to. He said a person may be considered to have come from a high or low family, low caste, according to his good and bad deeds. Therefore, according to Buddha, it is the good and bad actions of a person and not his birth that should determine his caste. Lord Buddha from the very, very beginning was determined to remove inequality from the grassroots level. That's why he favored the concept of equality, stressed on it. That's why he introduced initially a very easiest language for the common people, Pali. And not only that, his followers were well trained by him so that his followers must teach them in easiest form, and common people must understand the basic concept of the preachings and teachings of Lord Buddha. As a result, it became popular. A number of important countries ruler, they accepted Lord Buddha's religious concept, and strongly supported it and patronized it. That's why a number of monasteries, viharas, stupas also are constructed, and besides a number of educational institutions like University of Nalanda, Odonpuri and so on were constructed in order to grace the image of Lord Buddha and the concept of Buddhism, so that people of different parts of the world would come and receive the knowledge of Buddhism from there. These were patronized by the local rulers and encouraged the concept of Buddhism, so that they must entertain the religious concept of Lord Buddha. They must acknowledge the religious concept of Lord Buddha in order to bring prosperity throughout the country, in order to make the people understand that whatever teaching and preaching was made by Lord Buddha and his followers was good for them, and they would lead a very steady life, healthy life, where there would be no inequality but only equality. Up to this, my dear students. Next day, the remaining part of this voice. Thank you.